What's up, guys? It's Bacon back at it again from Team Social Democracy, and today we're not just profiling a deck, we're building one. Yeah, but Bacon, how can you expect me to buy and build a deck that's never been playtested thoroughly and then deck profiled? Well, you see, young lad, that's because, like I've said many times before, this format doesn't really exist right now and no one plays it. So I can't really test these things. Luckily, I am getting some friends together that are finishing up limited fight decks, so we will be able to begin testing soon. But for now, that's not the only thing I can do. So in order to prove to you that this deck works, we're going to be basing it off of an old deck the good old boy over at Can You Say G did a blog of, the Royal Paladin Hengist Holy Disaster combo build. So this is what we're going to be basing it off of. So yeah, this deck is a thing and it works. Don't question me. And to make the point even more moot, I'm going to build this deck as cheap as possible. Alright? This thing's gonna be like $5. So don't even come at me with the, I don't want to spend money on a deck that hasn't even been tested yet. Shut up. Shout out to you, guy that commented on the limited fight video, because we're doing this deck profile for you. I appreciate the interest in wanting to know what this deck does, because it's really, really cool. And I'll probably end up buying it by the end of this video. I know, there were other comments asking me to do different deck profiles in the Bermuda video, but those are from my buddies at Locals, and no offense bros, but I'd like to cater to the audience that I don't know, but those deck profiles are probably coming. DI is in the works. It's almost done. It functions pretty well. But that's a deck that's going to require testing, so do that later. Right now, so our big boy Hengist, this is the main engine of the deck. So what he does when he attacks you, Soul Blast 2 grade 3s, call any number of cards from your hand to your rear guard, and those units keep power plus 10k to the end of turn. If you have 3 more rear guards, when your opponent would call cards from hand, it's battle door. So what he does is when he swings, you Soul Blast 2 grade 3s, drop your hand onto the board, give it all 10k, and then get a battle door skill. Pretty great, and can end games easily. It's pretty awesome. So we are going to slap. Wait, can I get any cheap ones? Alright, cool. So we're going to slap 4 of those in our cart. Then 20 cents for the main boss monster. Wouldn't you know it? This little customers also purchased feature is super convenient until you realize the other grade 3 isn't in there. So the other dude we want to run is going to... Can I not spell? Wait, what? Disaster. Time to scroll up because I don't know how to spell things. Oh, wait, 1S. I'm an idiot. Sorry, dudes. I can't spell. So you may probably think, how the heck are we going to get grade 3s in our soul? We got to ride a bunch? Heck no! We have Holy Disaster Dragon. When he attacks, we just slap a card from our hand into soul and it gets power plus 10k. Call it rearguard swing, slap a grade 3 in soul, boom. Easy Hengist. You get 2 of these, you can do Hengist. You can do Hendaddy on your first grade 3 ride. I'm not calling it that. That is so stupid. Oh, that's not the button we wanted to click. What you want to do is always try to make sure... Alright, cool. Always try to make sure all your stuff's from the same seller. That way you don't have to pay a butt ton in shipping. Because that's always super annoying. The last grade 3 we're playing... You can actually just go back a little bit. I know he was in here. Is this guy. Powerful Sage Baron? I don't know. These names are dumb, but whatever. What he does is when your other guard's placed, he gets 3k. Which is whatever. It's really cool because what'll happen is he'll see everything else enter when you do Hengist. So if you call him off of it, he'll see it enter and get the 3k, which is really cool. So you can buff him up. But what we play him for is his second skill is Act. It's a once per turn if your damage zone has more cards than your opponent's, you can Soul Blast one and discard a card and draw 2 cards. Which is awesome. Drawing 2 cards is great, and it just gets us to our grade 3s in hand faster, and that's exactly what we want. So we are playing 12 grade 3s in this deck, so all you Morikawa fans out there rejoice, you get to play a butt ton of grade 3s. So we're going to slap those in there. Moving on to grade 2s, we're not playing a lot of them, so the first one we're playing is Loading Angel. For sure. At the end of your turn, if you have 5 or more units, counterblast 1, put this card in your soul, draw 2 cards. Again, it's draw power, it's getting us through the deck, it's going to find us our grade 3s that we need to soul charge. And it's just overall a really, really good card that just gets us solid value in resources. We're not doing too great on putting stuff in the same cellar. I'm kind of biffing it there. This last grade 2 we're gonna run, we're gonna actually look around for a bit. I could just like peek back at, oh, because you're supposed to run a Conate, but that's a triple R, which we don't have access to, so we are going to have to get creative, which is what I love about this format, and it's really fun. So let's see what Baron does. Generally, double Rs are a pretty good place to look for things, so like when your other unit attacks, if you might have this unit get 5k, if the unit with 5k is grade 3 or greater, then kind of also want to try this unit, and that unit, that's a potential combo with Hengist. You can give Hengist crits, and it just like makes your kill turn a friggin' kill turn. That's not a bad idea. For one counterblast, which we don't even use, except for like Loading Angel so far. Let's keep Baron on the back of our minds. That seems really good. I like that idea a lot. What else do we have access to? Some of you might be wondering why we're not playing Filled Feather Dragon. It is definitely an option if you'd like to experiment with it. It's 5 freaking cents, so like go nuts, try it out. It looks fun. We're not playing it because of the heavy Soul Blast cost. With Baron, we can Soul Blast a lot less and still draw 2 cards at the price of discarding 1. With this, yeah, it fills your board. I don't know if the Soul Blast is worth it or the Counter Blast, but it's just good to test. Shoot, the more I think about this, the more I kind of want to play Filled Feather Dragon. So we have the Soul Blast 3. But we just get to fill out our board and still maintain grade 3s in hand. Or we play Baron. Dumb name. This is only a Soul Blast for a, so this is a +1. The other one's a potential plus a lot. And you also need to have more damage, so you already kind of have to be losing. But Baron, something to remember too is Baron has a Force Gift, so he's good on Vanguard if we have to misride, but we can't find Hengist, he's fine as a backup because we'll still get that Force Gift. And we can start stacking power on him with his Vanguard skill, which is nice. But I kind of like Featherfilled Dragon a little bit more, just because we can really fly through the deck and just fill out our board. Even though I do really like the, I really like the gift from Byron. But that damage zone thing is actually kind of annoying. But, again, you can use Byron when you have a full field. For Dragon, you need to have an empty field and stuff to call to it. So if you, like, draw a bunch of triggers, you're kind of screwed. That's kind of an issue that can be seen. But, and Dragon is only a rearguard skill, so like we might accidentally ride one of our dragons and not even get a gift, or a skill that we can activate, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, here's where I fall on it. I think Featherfilled Dragon is the probably better, but here's what I've fallen on it. Featherfilled Dragon is definitely, it's the greedier play. Let me look at where I am in the face cam. I need to, because I'm like, sorry. Okay, here's where I've fallen on it. Featherfilled Dragon is, by far, it's the greedier play. So if you want to get greedy and not be as consistent with riding and gifts, play Field Feather because it seems like a lot better filtering and just field pushing. But if you're trying to stay consistent, I'd say play Byron, because that way, even if you misride, you can still get advantage and value. If you misride one of the dragons, you're just screwed. So you might get more value out of dragons, but it's definitely a greedier play. So I think we're going to stick with Byron just to play it safe. And then later down the road, you can test Filled Feather. I'll probably test Filled Feather. I'll probably even play this deck in Limited Fight for fun, because this deck looks super fun. So I'll probably build this and play around with it a lot. So I'm really liking where this is going. And I've been in a really weird Royal Paladin mood lately. I just wanted to play Royal Paladin for some reason. So this helps me do that without spending a lot of money. This card's okay, but there are better grade. I don't know why I started going to grade 1s. Lucius is okay, but there are better grade 1s that we'll get into later. I just want to look at some more grade 2s. Having the call from hand is dumb. I think we might play that Mithril Knight card. Conjure a Mithril, there it is. Or, because memes, we could just play Alt Mile. Or, if you really want to meme it up, just play Blaster Blade, because Kage no Bushin. No, that's stupid. We're not doing that. We're not idiots. You're not idiot weebs. I noticed the guy that commented talked about playing Alfred early. That's definitely a different build. That's a very... You could probably do it. It would be a very, like, mid-rangey build. This came out in Psyqualia Strife as a double rare? Why? I don't... Okay, whatever. It'd be a very, like, mid-rangey kind of, like, value build. It's like you'd still play a lot of, like, Loading Angels. You'd play that Lucius, and you'd kind of just, call Blaster Blades and just kind of draw cards and just kind of maintain this, like, advantage game throughout the course of the game. And you'd kind of just build up, like, an advantage engine so that way you can keep just guarding and attacking and have this cool, like, offense-defense thing. It's a really cool deck that I might throw together one day, but that is not the deck we're building today. No, we're building Hengist combo. And there sadly is no room for Alfred early because he just doesn't do anything for the deck's goal. He makes us have to play Blaster Blade, and he just takes up a lot of slots, and we're already kind of, like, working within a budget, because I'm not paying $9 for draw PGs, because I'm not crazy. I don't care that much. I'll just get them in the TD when we get the Alt Mile TD. So, let me look at Conjure of Mithril and see if it's better than the Sage. Because what this can do is we can, go find... What this will do is it'll go get us Loading Angel. This card isn't worth it. Now I think about it, this card isn't worth it. So it needs to be placed from hand, which isn't a big deal. It's a counterblast that searches a card that also needs to counterblast. That is not what we want. We want a searcher that searches. So, like, if we wanted a searcher, we'd want something that searches grade 1s. That's what we'd be looking for. This card is not good at all. It's bad. Very bad. Don't play it. It's not good. I know it's like, it seems good because it soul charges, but it's not. It's really bad. Don't play it. There are better cards. Much better cards. I think we just play Baron for the kill turn. Just to give Hengist crits, especially in case we have to go Force 1. Because I don't know if we go Force 1 or Force 2 yet. I haven't played the deck. I think it's going to be more... It's going to be situational. If you can Hengist them turn 1... Or if you can Hengist them on your first grade 3 ride, you probably go Force 2 just to really kill them. But if you can't, you probably want to go Force 1 just to keep building numbers and getting advantage and pressure. So if you have to go Force 1, having Baron is great, because it'll give Hengist a crit, which will really... It makes them have to guard it, and it'll just put a lot of pressure on them, which is great. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So I'll put that in the cart when we see it. Right now, we'll just skip to grade 1s, because 2 of them are right here. First up, Marin is a great draw engine. When your gets placed in the same column, counterblast 1, draw a card, it gets 3k. You can use this on your Hengist turn to give her 3k, because it'll see the thing in front of her get placed in the same column, so that'll trigger. So Marin is a definite fora, because we really want to be on this drawing cards game. Like, we really want to draw cards. We want to draw cards, we want to draw grade 3s, we want to draw into our Holy Disaster Dragons and our Hengists, so that we can soul charge our grade 3s and quickly just kill them with Hengist as fast as possible. And one of the ways to soul charge is going to be with Pongle. He's simple. When he's placed, there's a unit in the same column, soul charge, a bit of trigger, he gets 5k. Pretty great. I do want to take a look at the other grade 1 from Miyagi Academy. Now, that should get me close to it. Where are you? Not here. Okay. This is the fun bit of navigating TCG players, finding what cards in the customer also purchase section, and what cards will lead you to other cards, because you don't know their names and you don't want to look them up, so you'd rather just go through. But it doesn't look like anything's happening here, so we're just going to go like this. Because I don't remember the grade 1's name. I know it's like a unicorn-looking thingy. And I know it's here. There it is. Pure Bright Unicorn. Alright. When placed, you confirm with your unit soul charge 1, and when it has... when placed, if you have 5 or more units, it gets 5. I think we just play this. Oh, wait, no. Because we want to Pongle early game. We want to use Pongle in the early game to soul charge more. This, we need to have a full field. This is good late game with Hengist, because then when he's placed, we'll have 5 units, and it'll get 5k and be big. It'll be a 12k booster. But I think... No, I think we play Pure Bright Unicorn, because I think what happens is Pongle is like a win more card. Because we don't need Soul, we only need the grade 3s in Soul. That's the thing about Hengist, is it doesn't care about how much Soul you have, it's how many grade 3s you have in that Soul. And the thing else, Soul Blast, like that's something you gotta remember, is this isn't Hengist, something you have to remember about this deck is that this deck isn't Soul Saver. It is not Soul Saver, it is Hengist. Soul Saver, it just cares about jamming cards in the Soul. Hengist cares about specific cards in the Soul, so grade 3s in this case. So we want more targeted Soul Charge via Holy Disaster Dragon. With Pongle, it's like very incremental Soul Charge that probably won't matter in the end. With this thing, it's less reliable to get that random Soul Charge, but still possible. But when he's placed with Hengist, well, A, we'll be able to Soul Charge, why not? And then he'll get 5k, so it'll be a 12k booster, which is really, really cool. Something also is fun to do if you are building your limited fight deck around other decks is go look up what those decks are based on and why cards are played. So here, the reason Pongle is played is because you play Akane, so Akane can search it, so you can get that Soul Charge and then build that board presence early. So you can really build an early game board presence. I think that's why Pongle is played. It's not for Soul Charge, it's for the board presence. That's why Akane and Pongle are always played together. Looking at some, he does talk about Field Feather Dragon as a way to playing it. But yeah, so you can do it. You can totally play this card, but it's a little greedy for what we want to do. I think I want to stay a little more consistent for now. Will play test this card, but I think we should stay as consistent as possible. So it doesn't mention anything about Pongle, so I think we can just replace it with this, which just seems like a better version because we're not playing Akane. So we can just replace it with these, and it'll be all good. Now, I know I have one of these, so I'm not going to try to force a new seller. I'm just going to get 3 and use the one I have. This is also a great thing about Limited Fight, is you can just use cards you already, like, most of this, you don't have to, like, go online and buy a whole 50, like, buy 50 cards. You will have access to a lot of these already. So, like, I have Loading Angels, I know that. I have a Hengist. I think I have one of the, I think I have a Byron. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to build the deck as much as possible. But, like, if I put in a if I went for 4 Pure Bites, I would need to get another seller, which is another 7-8 cents of shipping, and it's going to jack the price up a little more than it needs to be. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to cut things where I can. For both yours and my sakes. Alright, cool. So this is good. You can get these for 5 cents. Not 3, we want 4. What's next? What's next? We got 27 cards. Oh, we're not playing drop PGs because they're $9. So we're going to instead play the drop and drop PGs. This is also super good for us because it's more filtering. So it's one place you can discard that card from your hand and draw. Or you can, one place you can draw a card and discard a card. So it's just more filtering, which is exactly what we want. I think I own these, but I'll just put more on the card anyway. I might play with the card optimizer at the end of this and see if we can get to a more balanced card. We'll see. The card optimizer can go from extremely useful to extremely janky and insanely quickly. So you just gotta be careful where you're using that. And then I think we have room for a tech slot, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at these deck builds. Where's the one that doesn't play? I just wanna break you down so badly. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go ahead. I'll figure this out in a second. Let's go ahead and grab our triggers. I actually don't own Royal Paladin triggers because I haven't played it at all in Standard. I just borrowed a friend's deck, so I actually need to pick up triggers for this deck. So I'm going to do that real quick. We are going to be playing... I want to have fun with this deck, so I'm going to get a little greedy. I'm going to be playing 12 crits because this is a deck that I want to play very aggressively. I'm not going to try to be mid-rangey with it, so I'm going to play 12 crit. You could go 8 crit for draw 4 heal if you're trying to just be a little more consistent and dig up those pieces when you need them. The draws will help you filter into your grade 3s. I do think you can play them, but I want to go a little more aggro with this list. So I'm going to be playing 12 crits. 43 of 7 cards left. What am I missing? Let's see here. We have all of our triggers. Flows. Oh, I'm missing lose. Alright, so we gotta grab the lose. Let's go get those. I could just be remembering this wrong, but is it just me, or were Lose really expensive at one point, like when they first came out? Not these, sorry, not these. When I say when they first came out, not these. I meant when Future Knight first came out in Aerial Steed. Were they really expensive? I feel like I remember them being, like, kind of pricey. I could also just be going insane and having a stroke. But I feel like I remember them being expensive. Not expensive, but, like, everyone was trying to, like, I remember everyone at my locals was like, "You got any lose? Did you pull any lose? Can I have your lose?" Everyone was getting the lose. I can't remember if they had a price tag on them or not. 3 cards. We need a starter. Barkall, obviously. Duh. I think we have a we shouldn't have a tech slot. Because we're missing the one for the unicorn that I didn't want to pick up. It's $11 because shipping is $6. What the hell? I'm gonna fix that in a second, probably. Oh, we might just have a tech slot that I'm just not aware of. So we can just play whatever we want. I think they play that Lucius dude for funsies. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 50 cards. Oh! I don't know how I just noticed this. Probably because I'm blind, and my brain takes images and smacks them together. There are 5 Byrons here. This list is playing 5 of... can you say, gee, you oofed a little, Buck. Yep, that is 5 barons. Okay, so we do have a tech slot. I want to run Lucian, whatever his name is. I want to run that guy. This is a fun tech, because he's good. He's just, like, solid as a little one-of. This is where you guys can experiment, get greedy, see what kind of jank you can find to just cheese people, because that's always fun. But yeah, just get crazy. Just play stuff. See what it does. That's wrong button. It's my bad. Yeah, dude, go nuts. Play crap. See what it does. Experiment. Be smart. The fun part about this format is you can play anything because no one knows it. Like anything is good. It's a very, very wide open format, and that's super fun. So let's see if we can optimize this to get everything from the same seller. If not, I'm about to spend like 30 minutes trying to get these all from the same seller as much as possible, because this deck should be $5, but it's 11 because of shipping, which is dumb. So let's see how this goes. Alright, match printing, match sellers. No, match sellers. Match printing. In the worst way, I just wanna break you down so badly. Alright, so, you got a cart for $5.90. The only issue is, let's see if it did the thing that's super annoying. Oh, we're looking good. Oh, yep, it did. Okay, cool. So sometimes, because it's reboot, there are cards, the old versions of the cards are cheaper than the new ones. So it'll give you, when you're optimizing, it'll look for the cheapest card of that name. So it'll give you old things. So we have to go back and pick up the right ones. So it's the cheapest flowable because there's a lot of them. 10 cents, 9 cents. No one cares about like cents difference. It's 1 cent. No one. Oh wait, there's only one of those. All right. Well, never mind. We're doing that. There's only one. Let's get throw those in there. I know it messed up the Byrons. I noticed that. So let's remove those. Oh, let's get the Marins fixed. This can be super annoying. I remember one time I was building an Amaterasu deck, and I did that, and it like the deck went down from like $50 to like 10, and then I realized it dropped all the Amaterasus to the old ones, which is not what I wanted to do. So I think Marin is the most expensive card in this deck at 43 cents, with $78 and $78, 78 cents in shipping. Yeah, look at that. It brought up to $8. That's a bummer. So yeah, Marin kind of screw you over a little, but she's a good card. You want to play her. I think Byron's also gonna jack the price up a lot. We'll see how it goes. Oh no, looks like he won't. Sick. See, look at that, $4.95, and then shipping costs almost as much as the deck. That's fun. I think that's everything. I think that's all we can do here. There's no way to get Elaine's. Or is there? Let's see. Let's view all versions. Because I know there's a lot of Elaine's. There's a lot of Elaine's. Cool thing about this deck, too, is you can bling it with the stuff from, Sequoia Strife. I think that's what it's called. Which is really cool. Alright. So the card we have, I think, is the Ideal 808. Let me double, right? Let's do the BBC because it's 5 cents. So, still gotta get creative with your card choices, but I think we can knock off like 78 cents. I think we can knock off $1, actually. Oh, wait. Okay. We need the ideals. BBC is where it's in. Shoot. Okay, we need these. There we go. That's better. And then we can cut this Flogel. so that we have my logo. There we go. Flogel acquired. Now we are at $7.51. Dropped it a whole like $3.50. You're welcome. Not you're welcome. I'm welcome because I did this for me. Did this for myself. This is my deck now. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna bring you guys limited fight gameplay. That's right. So I'll be able to play. So like for limited fight gameplay, we're gonna have actually comment down below what decks you want to see fight. We'll have Hengist combo, we'll have DI, Neo Nectar, Link Joker, Grand Blue, and Nova Grappler. As far as I'm aware, I think those 7 decks is what we'll have. I will be for sure filming a video with Hengist because I really want to play it. Probably film a video with DI. Probably include that video in its own deck profile, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really trying to try out some new stuff. Alright, let me actually, I'm going to check out. So, to like even further cement that I believe this deck works and that it's probably good, I'm going to buy it. 13! Sometimes you forget to log in. So then when you do log in, it takes your old cart and puts it with a new cart. And I forgot that I was looking at how expensive the Chaos was. I was very bored one day at school, so I was looking at Chaos. I'm just gonna get that out of there, not think about that one. Alright, so should back down to $9. There's more Chaos stuff in here. There's not more Chaos stuff. What happened? Why is it expensive? Why did the price go up? Wait, 50? What do we have too much of? We have too much of something. Something's messed up. We did something somewhat like Flogel. So, is it Flogel? Too many What am I missing? What am I not seeing here? We have one too many of something. Unless it's just being very slow and not updating the price. It isn't. Okay, cool. We should have 49 cards. What is jacking the price up? For you, one of you. One of you, for you. Because you have 3 Flogels. So oh, I don't know how did I not see this? Get rid of that. Get that out of here. Infinity the Chaos. Cool. All right. Cool. 751. Okay. Now we can do this. It's tricky. It's always a challenge to do anything. It's just my luck right there. It's always a real pain in the butt. Oh, don't look at that. Whatever. There you go. Deck purchased. It's a limited fight. It looks fun. But yeah, I'm trying out some new things with this channel. I want to be different. I know deck profiles are super freaking boring, and no one wants to watch the same deck profile over and over again. I want this channel to one day become where it's like, alright, I need Neo Nectar deck profile, and like scrolling through, and it's like, which one do I watch? Now, if they want a competitive one, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to Solid Vanguard's channel because it's competitive. They're going to do that. But they want to be entertained, like any good human normally should be. They're going to be like, ooh, Team SD has a profile. I'm going to watch that because I know I'm going to be entertained. And it's going to be different. I'm not watching some guy just be like, alright, then we play a 4 Katrina because it's good. Then we play 4 Maiden Trail. You know what I mean? It's just boring. It's stupid. No one wants that. I don't want that. I like the personality and being entertained and engaged. And so I'm trying various ways to do deck profiles. So it would help me out a lot if you guys would comment and tell me which way works best, which format you want to see more of. So like this Let's Build, I'm calling it, was fun to do. It was interesting. We'll see how it goes. But let me know if you want to see more of this. Let me know if you want to see more of the Bermuda one, where I take a really awkward, like more like Michael Reevesy explanation approach. Just stuff like that. But just let me know what you guys want to see, because that's why I'm doing this, is for you guys. And mostly myself, but like I want to put out content you guys want to watch. Because there's a lot of things I still want to try. But let me know what you prefer, what you like, what you don't like, so that I can improve the content. And that 2020 will be the year that this channel becomes a mainstream Vanguard channel, which would be awesome. Don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be awesome. With that being said, thank you for tuning in to this Let's Build, which is a thing, I guess, now. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. And play Limited Fight. Just please, play Limited Fight. I don't know why I'm so hard on this, but Standard is dumb, Revere is stupid. I'm ashamed of the next deck profile that's coming out, so stay tuned for that.